Hello, Libra, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your weekly reading for the week of April 8th through April 14th. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but as always, I will shuffle live. During meditation, Spirit showed me a triquetra, and a triquetra symbolizes the mind, body, and soul, right? It's a three-cornered knot, and it's kind of like loopy, and it can symbolize protection. It can symbolize unity. It can symbolize bond, right? But overall, it's to me, it's like a continuation. It's to me, it's very similar to like an infinity knot, like like the infinity sign, but it's just, I don't know, more, not so cyclical, just more flow. I don't know. But the energy that came, the energy that came through was that of like solitude, not necessarily at peace, not necessarily at odds, just solitude. It was a lower energy, but not low as in bad, just low as in maybe relaxing, but not necessarily completely at peace yet. Yeah, that was the energy that came through. If that makes sense, please drop a comment. I want to know what that is. Oh, okay. Belonging. May you welcome yourself home. Maybe you're just working on yourself, not necessarily at peace just yet, but you're just working on yourself. That solitude makes sense now. That energy makes sense now. All right, look at the little baby turtles working their way to where they know they belong. Look at all the work they're doing. That's a lot of work for these little guys trying to get through there. Trying to find their peace. I just saw this little guy back over here, and it's almost like you're like, hey, everybody's up here, and I'm all the way back here. That's what I'm seeing. You guys feeling like you're all the way back here, and they're all the way up there. And I feel like that's how you feel. Don't judge yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. You run your own race. You will get there when you get there. Look at the fat old caterpillar. You'll turn into a butterfly when it's time for you to turn into a butterfly. Okay? You're not quite there yet, but you will be. And you have the Nine of Cups, for goodness sakes, It's a good start. It's like you almost know that you needed to take this time out. Look at all the blues. It's like you knew that you needed to take this time out to get this new beginning. It's like you need to just go into yourself. Wow. I just noticed that, this came out for, who was it? In the same position too, Gemini. That's what I was noticing. Look at all the eyes on this moth. Look at all the eyes. It's like it knows. It knows that it's working on something. It's developing. Look, caterpillar, moth. Maybe that's a butterfly. I don't know. I think it's a moth. I'm pretty sure it's a moth. Either way, you're about to begin your transition, right? That's what this is, working towards the transition phase. And you come out of it with through the transition. That's where you're wanting to be. You're wanting to be free. Look at you, wanting more. Your ship hasn't sailed. If you think that your ship has sailed because you're not here yet, don't compare yourself to others. What is yours is not going to pass you by. Okay? Know that. What is yours is not going to pass you by. Three of Wands again. I don't know if you have Gemini in your chart somewhere, but the Three of Wands came out twice for them as well. That's amazing. Oh. Okay, before I even look any further, I don't know if there's somebody here with the letter K, but with their names that starts with the letter K, but look at these flowers. I just now noticed them. They look like two little birds making a heart. Do you see it? I wonder if there's a wedding coming up. I'm getting the sense of a celebration here. I'm gonna get clarity on this one. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like there's two feelings that I'm getting with this Seven of Pentacles. One, you're holding back from what your true feelings are, and you're not showcasing them. And two, you might be in a lack mentality right now. Wondering, I have this, but you really have that. Why aren't I up here? When you've really worked all the way through whatever was back here, you've worked so hard to get to where you are. You've worked so hard to get your Seven of Pentacles. You might be wondering, is it worth what I'm doing? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Should I continue to keep harvesting when I already have all of that? All of those energies are coming through. I don't know who has the letter K. Drop a comment. But do you see that K? It's in this circle. And I feel like this is a circle of protection. Or is somebody with the letter K being controlled, being restricted? I want a clarifier for this. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to drop you. I want a clarifier for this little guy. Oh, okay. The Four of Wands and the 10 of Wands. Remember I said, I wonder if there's a marriage here? The Four of Wands can be a card of marriage. Can also be a card of just the home or a stable foundation. But with the Ten of Wands here, I'm seeing that some Ten of Wands I see as like you've collected your harvest and you're like, yes, I've collected my harvest and I'm ready to move forward. With this Ten of Wands, look how chaotic that is. That it just seems so chaotic. Remember I said the letter K? If there's somebody here with the letter K and you're in some sort of relationship or a situation that keeps you bound and you feel like it's a lot of work, this is telling you, it could be anybody. This message could be for anybody, but I'm being drawn to this K, so I'm being very specific to this person with the letter K. It's time to move on, to go find your joy. I'm getting a sense of sadness in this particular one. Do I have enough? And even here, this Seven of Pentacles can be, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Which is, of course, right here. And I feel like you're wanting a new beginning, something emotionally fulfilling. But because of the triquetra, I feel like you might be married. Like there's a unity, or maybe just a relationship that you've been in a very long time, or maybe they're, a family. Six of Coins. You're wanting balance. Look at, it's not a triquetra, but it's all the loops of the triquetra. You're wanting balance. You're wanting things for it to be reciprocal. And there's your Ten of Cups. All right, Spirit wants me to get one more. The Hierophant. All right, in this particular Hierophant, Hierophants normally do things very traditionally. Remember I said marriage, right? Tradition. Hierophant can be about marriage. So there's a couple of different energies going on here. There might be somebody here who is married, who is not satisfied, but they're wanting their Ten of Cups, right? They're wanting their Ten of Cups because they don't feel like this relationship is worth it, and they're wanting their happiness, right? Their happiness. Because the relationship isn't balanced, and you're wanting something that's balanced with the Six of Coins. And then there is another sense of energy where it might have been a constant struggle to see if a relationship is worth it, or building this foundation is worth it. If this is a good, loving relationship with these little mini flamingo birdies, if this is a loving relationship, a true loving relationship, not a controlling, confining relationship or work situation or whatever this is, if it's loving, then you just might get your marriage and your happy ending. However, we can't ignore this Ten of Wands and the chaos that's there. Pay attention to this 10 of Wands energy that can be burdened and chaotic. It might be time for you to free yourself from this chaos in this particular situation so that you can have a new beginning and get your happily ever after, your freedom, your peace. And you can be in a constant state of flow with yourself. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that was that. Oh, 2 cards. Wolf Spirit and Porcupine Spirit. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. 67, number 13. 10 and 3, 13. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. Told you. Time for a beginner mind. Look at all the spikes. Look at all the spikes. Even this 4 of Wands. Even this 4 of Wands looks a little chaotic. And here you are just wanting some peace. Looking inward, looking into something. Where do I find my peace? How do I find it? I don't know. I don't know how you find your peace. Let's see how we can find your peace, my dear Libra. How can Libra find their peace? The Magi, create it. You can create your own peace, my darlings. Create your own peace. It is a decision you have to make. You have to choose to take that leap of faith. You have to choose if you want to hop on this ship or not. You have to choose to take flight or just sit there. The Magi has all the possibilities. It has all the powers. I apologize if you can hear that truck outside. The Magi has all its properties. It has all the elements to create it. But if it doesn't do anything, the elements just sit there. So it's going to be completely up to you. How are you going to move forward? Are you going to stay in this lack mindset of, do I have enough? Why am I not up here? Why haven't I gone the distance that these people have gone? Everybody has their own trials and tribulations. You don't know how difficult their paths were beforehand. Or you don't know how difficult their paths will be once they're out there. That isn't for us to judge. We walk our own path. And we focus on our own selves and don't worry about everybody else that's in front of us or behind us. Walk your path. How are you going to take off? Are you going to take off? Will you stay in this caterpillar mindset? Or will you actually begin? Is almost enough? This is the 9 of Cups. Yes, it is a wish fulfilled. It's almost there. But do you want the 9 of Cups or do you want the 10 of Cups? Look at the complete different energies. Look at the 2 completely different energies. This one is exhilaration. Yes, I did it, right? It's almost like it's up there getting a gold medal. This one's like, crap, I'm almost there. It's the same feeling as this. Crap, I'm almost there, but look how far behind I still am. The caterpillar doesn't just go into a chrysalis to sleep. It goes into the chrysalis to die in order for it to emerge as a butterfly. It's going to be up to you. You have to choose. What are you going to create? How are you going to create this? Everybody's situation is completely different. Spirit wants me to grab a card from here. Magic Stream. Look at this. If you take flight, you can get there. But if you stay right where you are, you're not going to get there. Whoops. It's going to be up to you. It might seem so far away, but you can get there if you choose that you want to start doing the work. Nobody said it was going to be easy. This might be a very long flight to get there. But the crane or the heron here decided that it wanted to do it. So it got this magical, look at all the water, look at all the glistening water. It decided to go. These little turtles know that it's a long journey, but they know that they have to get to that ocean. Otherwise, they're not going to survive. Period. They're not. Don't focus on how far the distance is. Focus on how you're going to survive. Because staying here isn't going to work out. It's a death trap. You have to get out there. Is it uncomfortable? Absolutely. Is it a struggle? Is it a journey? Are you risking yourself from the distance from your nest all the way out there? Yes, you are. But you're risking more staying and not moving at all. My dear Libras, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you got something out of it. Until we meet again, have a great week.